Good evening, everybody. This is CmdrAleon. Hey, Fresno. Good evening, everybody. This is really late night. It's 11:34 in the morning, 11:34 at night, and we're here live. You probably thought, where is the commander? And of course, the commander is here, as usual. Morgan, good evening. Everybody out there, Alcove, whoever you might be, no worries. The commander is here on planet Earth. Rita, Roy, thank you for the like. Susan Murray, Charlotte, everybody out there. One Toyota. Good to have you all here, all over the world. Sometimes it's me. Good to see you. Sometimes it's me. Good evening. Everybody coming in here, I know that as soon as I get in here, you're conscious to say, where's Commander? Stargazer, good evening. Tommy Collins, welcome to the show. You have not missed anything yet because I just got on. That's the good thing. So it is really a late night show tonight. We didn't get on at 11, but it's 11:35, 11:33 actually. Now it's 11:35. Marinette, peace, love, and light to you. Morgan, Deborah, welcome to the show. Everybody coming in here. Daniel Hammond. Let's see. Hey, Sprites. David E. MT, welcome to the show. Excuse me. And we're going to have another great show tonight. And we'll see. Please get involved in tapping. So if you're coming in here, one of the things I always do, even if you're not a guest on the show tonight and you're watching, is everybody needs to tap that screen. So to tap it, you just tap your phone screen here. You see the little hearts? When you tap it, that helps me get up to 100,000 likes. So if you tap it real quick, you're going to help me get up to 100,000 likes. And that is your participation, in the show here tonight. Let me just do this here. And we're going to put this up here. So you get to help, even if you're not coming on the show. So everybody is involved. Hey, Jill, welcome to the show. Karen Stevenson, welcome. Hello. Good, Rod. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for the heart bear. The bear. Well, every bear has a heart. Thank you for the high bear. And we're going to set our goals here tonight. So we're going to do, I always like to have the hand hearts. So I'm doing the hand heart tonight to start. So I have 8 hand hearts on my shelf here at Encounters. So my merchandise is hand hearts. And those are TikTok things. And if you decide to do a hand heart during the show and you say, well, I like what he's doing, you just take a hand heart or whatever you want to do and just give us a gift. All right? Hey, Cosmic, SML, everybody, Sprites, thank you for the hand heart. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. And we're just getting started. Now, Francisco comes in. We're going to interview Francisco. I told him I promised him he'd be on tonight for an interview. So if I see him come in, he's going to be on audio because he has over 200 followers, so we can get him on here tonight. And this is the way it works here. If you wish to be a guest on Encounters, these are the rules of becoming a guest. You have to be over 18. Of course, that's a TikTok thing. The other part of it is no foul language. Very simple. Number 3, no drinking, no drugs, no being drunk on the show or anything. You'll never get on anyway. And again, the 4th rule is no smoking, no vaping, no smoking of any sort. Just simple. Don't smoke. If you want to be a guest on the show, put all that stuff aside and you can do it some other time. If it's more important to you, then don't come on the show and just do your thing. Hey, Susan, thank you. Thank you for the heart, hand heart. Hey, Coco, good evening. Linda Love, good evening. So we love interviewing people, but we want to make sure everybody's got their heads clear when they come on here to be on the show. It's really important. And also, no children over 18. The whole thing with the over 18, no kids on the show. Definitely not. And, hey, Spiritual Spot. Hey, Diane, welcome to the show, Diane. Good to see you. Hope the Bigfoots are doing good. down your way. So we're going to have a really beautiful evening tonight, everybody. I'm wearing my Beatles shirt that was given to me a few weeks ago. So that's kind of cool. Hey, Spiritual Spot. Hello there, Jackie F. And hopefully Francisco will be in here. Gary Haas, good to see you from Iowa. Hey, Cliff. Felita. Thank you so much, Felita. We appreciate the good wishes. And again, for people coming in here, one of the things of, like, somebody is tapping. So they're tapping, hey, Angel, good evening. I mean, not Angel, April. Why am I calling you Angel? All right, well, that's a good name, too. The reason why people tap is to help me get up to 100,000. Now we have 112 people. So if 112 people all start tapping, it makes it easier for the other person not to lose their finger because they're tapping with one finger. We need 114 fingers tapping. I like to get everybody interactive in my program. So I'm not like one of these people who says, oh, there's people out here looking at me. No, I want you to be proactive. That's the way I am. Everything has to be proactive. Activated, motivated, excited to be here tonight. Are you excited to be here? I know I am. If I'm excited, you should be excited. For all our relatives, good evening. Good to see you. Always. Storm Map, that's a good name. Larry Lutz, good to see you, Larry. I like Star Map. Todd Boone, hey Todd, good to see you. I like to acknowledge my, people over the world. Wherever you are, get a seat, get a couch, get a meditation pillow. Our studios are enormous. We have studios all over the world. We do. You're the studio. Wherever you are is a studio where you can sit down and relax. Make yourself comfortable here. This is, for new people, a talk show. I am so ramped up all day. Beautiful, Cosmic. Call me Sagittarius. Nana Banana. Good to see you, Justin. Welcome to the show. Lindsay, hey, good to see you. I run Fowley, Miguel S. HR, welcome to the show. Greyhound, thank you for the likes, for following us. Charlotte, welcome. There's so many good people out there coming in the show here. Greyhound, thanks for joining us here. Lady Bay, saying some new interesting names. Ant-Man, hey Ant-Man. Deacon Scott, hey Deacon Scott. I don't know if you're really a deacon, but hey Deacon Scott. Proficient, welcome. Liquid Lights, good to see you, Liquid Lights. Just kind of watching all the new names coming in here. Noni, hey Noni. Hey Chad, good to see you, Chad. Charlotte, thanks for the likes. I think it's Chetta. Chetta, hey, welcome Chetta. H Wags, hey H Wags. Brian, welcome to the show. Oh, they're already pinned up. We got the hand hearts. We have 8 of them. 1 has been taken, and 7 more hand hearts are on my shelf here. So people can take a hand heart anytime they want tonight. They are available to you. Any word from your extended family? We have not, we've had updates last night. We had a special. Tonight we're going into just regular interviews. On Friday night, we'll be doing our Ash Trucker Man Q&A. And at that point, we'll have probably more information at the end of the week. I got a feeling. Hey, Freddie, hello. I'm an astronomer from Puerto Rico. Me and my family have UFO sightings 1996. Freddie, everyone follow Freddie. He needs only like 6 more people to follow him, but everybody just follow him. We'll get him over 200. He'll be my first guest, and Francisco will be on here as soon as I see Francisco, and Francisco will be the second guest. So we're going to interview you, Freddie. Would you like to come on the show, first of all? Would you like to come on live on Encounters? I know you have a story to tell about 1996. We'll have you on the show in a minute, if you want to come on. Okay, good. I always got to ask. So we're going to have our first interview from Puerto Rico. We're going to follow you, and now I'm going to press the button that says guests. You just made it. Our first guest is Freddie from Puerto Rico, who will be talking about a sighting that happened of a UFO in 1996. This will be good. Freddie, just press the accept button on my guest thing. It's here tonight. I want everybody to welcome, give a round of applause for Freddie. Freddie, welcome to Encounters. Are you there?
Yes,
Freddie?
I'm here.
Oh, good. Welcome to the show. I know this is your first time on a live on TikTok, but you're on the best live ever on social media. This is Encounters, and this is a real UFO spiritual talk show. So, welcome. So, tell us a little about your whole thing with this UFO thing in 1996. What happened? How did it happen? And you're an astronomer from Puerto Rico.
Well, it so happened that it was New Year's Eve. So naturally, normally people aren't looking at the sky, unless you have a telescope like me in my house.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole family was celebrating New Year's Eve. It was 12. We were looking at the sky to the fireworks. And all of a sudden, this this UFO, it was huge. You could see
Really?
the lights,
Mm-hmm.
blue, red lights, windows. It wasn't a light on a distance.
Yeah.
It wasn't flying that high from above our street. And the
Wow.
thing is that all of a sudden, the lights, the blue, the red lights faded, and only the silhouette was seen, and it took off. I don't know, on the velocity of the light, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And but
Yeah.
the whole family saw it. And the next day, me and a friend of mine that he works in publicity,
Mm-hmm.
well, he draws and paints, and so do I. So we both drew to see if we had seen what we saw, the same sighting. So yes, that both drawings, cause were identical, and so that was my experience.
So you both collaborated individually. Individually, your friend and you had experiences with this big spaceship, what you call a UFO, right?
Right, and my mother, my sister, and a few friends that were there, we all saw it.
You all saw it,
So we'll never forget, because it's not the same that somebody to tell you about their experience, but you seeing it. It's like a scene of a movie that's never gonna go away. It's
right?
1996. We're in 2024. So
Right.
yeah.
Hey, look, why do you think the reason is you haven't forgotten it? Obviously, that impacted my life when I was a kid in the '60s when I saw a spaceship in the cul-de-sac where I lived. I went upstairs, and there were space people looking through the window in light blue spacesuits, humans that were very beautiful, very very loving energy, and they were looking at me through a window. Now, you said this particular ship had a window. How big do you think this ship was?
Well, you can see windows all around
Mm-hmm.
the space ship.
Mm-hmm.
So it was
Yeah.
like a saucer, like they
Yeah.
always. But there were windows all around it.
Did
You
you
know.
see any physical beings looking through the windows of that craft or no?
No, no, we didn't have that chance to. We were,
Mm,
and the thing is that we were real. We were like in shock, really, me and my friend, because the rest of the people were just enjoying the New Year's Eve and whatever.
mm,
I remember that the girlfriend I had, I called her and tell her I had this experience, and she didn't believe it. So I never saw her that night because I got
yeah,
mad and,
yeah.
and but the thing is the why I became interested in science and astronomy. I worked for a while in the old collapsed telescope in Arecibo, which was
Arecibo,
the
you, you,
which
you,
which
you
was the biggest radio telescope in the world till China constructed theirs, and
really?
and ours collapsed.
You worked in Arecibo. You were now when you worked in Arecibo, you worked in that satellite.
Yeah, we were a group of Puerto Rican scientists, next to European, North Americans that worked in the radio telescope.
Wow,
But but what I my origins of being interested in life out of our solar system, whatever, comes from when I was a little kid. 10 years old, my mother bought me my first little telescope. And I
oh
used
wow,
to tell my mother that my origin wasn't from this planet.
really?
She said this kid is in another world or so. But I always knew that there was life in other planets. Yeah, I said the universe is so vast that we can't be by ourselves, and
So
we
this is
haven't gone
interesting.
from here to the moon or whatever beyond. So
So when
yeah,
you were a kid, just like when I was a kid, when you were a kid, you felt you were not from this planet, correct? Is that what I'm understanding? And that's okay if you say that because I'm a
right,
contactee. I'm a
right.
contactee. Okay, so what made you feel that way? There's got to be something that happened. Did you have any contact experiences growing up?
Mm,
It's okay. It's okay to say it because I'm a contactee. This show is very open to people just being straight honest. We're not going to laugh at anybody here. I mean, I've told my story a bazillion
well,
times on my radio show.
I I've studied the spiritual, like my daughter, my only daughter, and I believe in a reincarnation. So
Okay.
we've been in all over the place in different
Mm-hmm.
lives. So,
Mm-hmm.
but that's kind of the reason I imagine that I used to tell my mother that I wasn't from this earth.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I get the feeling that that ship you saw, I think there is a connection. I don't know if you felt that when you saw that ship. I read people's stories, I read their energy. I have one of the things I've been gifted to do is that I don't come from this earth. I came from Mars. I work with the Astrogalactic Command. I'm also a professional talk show host for over 21 years on NPR radio in Connecticut with the Cosmic Eye Astro radio show. So I'm kind of curious. I get the feeling that when you say you're not from this world, that you are a starseed. And when I say that, that would be that you came from somewhere else. You feel you know you came from somewhere else, wherever that planet is, wherever that was, you came from there. And as a little kid, you remember at least you know that you're not from here. You're living a human life. You're an astronomer. You worked at the satellite when that was Arecibo, when that was operational with the scientists. So your background tells me a lot. And I think the sighting you had in 1996 also tells me that you were being visited, and I think they were trying to connect with you. Do you feel that?
yeah, I feel it.
Yeah,
And funny thing, there are other sites in TikTok, of people talking about the planets, and they have telescopes and this and that. But the reason why I was interested in yours was when I heard you saying that that you're a contactee and your
yeah,
background, you know.
yes,
So yeah,
yes,
it's
yeah.
interesting. That's why I intend on keep on following you. So yeah,
Oh, thank you so much.
that was
I
my
really appreciate
story.
that.
And thanks for
Well, you,
having me on your show.
well, I'm following you now. Everybody follow Freddie. And here's one of the things I'm thinking. You should focus on that night when that ship showed up. You should focus on Christed, I call it cosmic Christed meditation. And in that meditation, when you do it, just say, I wish to connect with the star people that I'm connected with off planet. And I put a protection of the Christ energy around me and everywhere around me. And I am a Christed being of light. I'm a star seed. I'm a star person. I know I'm from somewhere else. And then if you do that meditation, eventually look at the aspect of the ship with the big windows. I mean, that to me, when you mentioned the ship had windows, You didn't see anybody. Obviously, it was an intelligently controlled spaceship, and they wanted you to see them. I mean, I get the strongest feeling reading your story that you came here as many people do, and eventually you do get to meet them. It's not on your time, it's on where they are. So I think that if you spend time focusing on that, I think Freddie, eventually you're going to have contact with them physically. Do you feel that?
Yeah, sure. I'll be doing that while you just suggested. So,
Yes, you're going to.
that's-
I get this vibrational feeling about you, and you're a beautiful soul. Number one, you came here with that knowledge before you came to Earth, and your interest was in Arecibo and being with the scientists is because off planet you probably were a scientist in outer space on a spaceship somewhere from another world. So you never lost that foundation of who you are. So that's a beautiful thing. Your story is a beautiful story.
thank you.
Well, thank you. And thank you for having the courage to speak. I suspect in the next few months you'll have contact again.
Okay.
All right. And stick with us. You're now amongst our tribal family here of people watching this show, the number one UFO spiritual show here on social media. And thank you so much for joining us.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, Freddie, thanks so much. We really appreciate him. Everyone, give Freddie a round of applause for coming on as our first guest. I really do want to thank Freddie for being here. Awesome, awesome story. Awesome story. And definitely. I think, Rod, are you saying you want to be a moderator? Jared sent me a heart. Thank you. Everybody, if you like what we're doing here, Kurt Allen, answer a question for me. Kurt Allen will answer your question. Yes, mod needed. Okay. Yeah, I know, Rod. I think we'll add Rod as a moderator. We can do that. We appreciate that. I think Rod wants to be one of our moderators, and we'd be happy to do that. We're adding you, Rod, as a new moderator to our group. So I appreciate that. If some of our mods go to sleep physically and have to get up early or something, glad to have you with us that way. Answer a question for me. I will definitely do that, Kurt. Yes, so we're gonna see. Well, thank you, Freddie. Let's see. No need to block. No need to block whatever. I don't think anyone's being blocked yet. We haven't had any problems yet here. So, but we'll add Rod as a moderator because I know Rod. So there you go. Okay. What is the question? And congratulations, Rod. You're definitely going to be a good one. Good evening, Commander. Hey, Miss Lisa. And who wants to ask me a question? Somebody did. I think it was going backwards. I can go backwards and see the notes. Kurt Allen. Hey, Kurt Allen. You said answer a question for me. I'm waiting for the question, and I will be happy to try to answer that question for you. Now I'm going forward again. So unless I see the question, let's see. Somebody wants to be a guest here. Let me see who it is. Francisco's not on yet. Grilla. Okay, I know who Grilla is. Let me bring Grilla on here as our second guest. And we'll welcome Grilla. Grilla,
Hey,
good evening. Good evening. Hey, welcome to the
evening.
show. How are you?
I'm okay. I was trying to get you earlier. I saw.
Yeah, I was a little bit late, but go ahead. Welcome to the show. Everyone says Grilla. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. I saw some lights tonight.
And if you let people know where you are, because when we have a story where you actually have seen the lights, it's always very good to have on the spot reporting like that. So whereabouts on the planet are you?
I'm in Higginham, Connecticut.
Oh, that's right. You're not far. Hey, hopefully you'll come to our gathering in Durham, Connecticut on the 13th. You're invited.
13th?
The 13th of April. We're having a major broadcast, and we're going to be doing a Ashtar Command, our contact group, our C5 group, is getting together. And you got to email me or message me, and I'll give you the information, all right?
Okay, will do.
All right, good. Good.
Yeah.
So
Connecticut. Um, I work at Pratt Whitney over there in Middletown,
Yeah, I remember that too. Yes.
and I had a sighting a couple of times since I've talked to you. I just saw something tonight, and I was hoping you were online, and it looked like maybe 20 lights
20 lights.
in a line, like about plane height. The height that a plane would fly.
Like was like a low airplane or a jet?
It was pretty high. No, it was like a row of them.
Okay.
Whatever they were flying this like in a line, like a
In a
like a
line.
yeah, like a train.
Okay, that could be, I'm not saying it is. It could be the Starlink satellites going into space.
There
Skylink, yeah.
had to been like 20 of them.
Yeah, that would be Starlink. As soon as you mentioned that, that's what they call a Starlink. Those are going into the outer atmosphere. Those are satellites.
Oh, okay.
Just to let you know.
It
As soon as
freaked
you
me
said that,
out.
I knew what it was. Yeah.
They were like in a line, and it had to been like a so high, but they had to be at least I want to say maybe like a half a mile long.
Oh yeah. They are very, they're like white in a line in an angle sometimes.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's
that's Starlink. But that's only because I do C5. I know what, as soon as you tell me what it is, you will see eventually some real spaceship stuff. When you join us on the 13th, we will actually see spaceships.
yeah.
You'll
That
actually get to see some spaceships with us.
freaked me out. I ran
Yeah.
inside, told my brother, but by the time I got back in the house, I was walking my dog, and I looked up, and it looked like a train going by, but it was high in
Yeah.
the sky.
High in the sky, right? That's what it is. No, I'm glad you mentioned it. I'm sure other people probably saw it and didn't know how to identify it, but because of my background, yeah, Morgan will be broadcasting live on the 13th at the Apple Orchard.
Mhm.
So people who are all over the place, all over the world, obviously you can't physically be where we're going to be. We're going to be broadcasting that live, and our local folks like Grilla could join us and be there. So that's a cool thing that you live in Higginham. I know where Higginham is. It's not far from
I
Dor-
used
from.
to I used to live near Lyman Orchard as well. I lived on Lake Bezic.
Yeah, I know where Lake Music is. Yeah.
Yeah, I lived
Oh
over
yeah.
there for about 3 4 years.
Oh yeah. There've been historically over the decades there were sightings in that whole area. You know where that is. So yeah,
I just
it's going to
wanted
be
to tell
great.
you that.
Yeah. No, you're helping a lot of people by stating that who might have seen it tonight. That was Starlink. So people know.
Freaked
Yeah.
me out a bit.
Yeah. But now at least, it's good you shared it. You're educating other people. Now you know what it is with my background. So at least now we know what you saw just by what you were saying. So I appreciate that so much.
Well, I left you a message, so I don't know if you got it or not, but
I did. But hit me up, message me, and I'll give you the information about the 13th.
okay, Roger that.
All right, my friend. Hey, you're a blessing. I appreciate you coming on here.
You're welcome, Commander.
All right, you take care, brother.
All right.
All right, take care, everybody. Grilla, he's been on the show before, and so that helped. That was good to know that, you know, what he was seeing was actually Starlink. And a lot of people will record Starlink and think it is actually, uh, hey, Laura J, you should come to our Skywatch. You should come to, you're in only Rhode Island. We're in Connecticut, Laura. So if you're interested, we're doing a major event April the 13th. It's Saturday night. And we're going to be meeting at a Apple Orchard for an Ashtar Command contact event. And we're super psyched. If anyone's in New England wants to join us, you have to be just really centered. Don't be afraid. What we're going to be doing is very beautiful, and we're looking forward to positive contact. You know, hey Lisa, uh, this broadcasting. I think Rebecca. What's the question? I think it's you said wish. I think you mean I'm not sure what the question is. Who is broadcasting? We'll be broadcasting at an Apple Orchard, Rebecca, on Saturday, April 13th at 8 p.m. We're going to do a live contact event in Connecticut that will be broadcast to people that can't come from Europe or other places. But regionally, we should have our ground crew of the Ashtar contact group. We're all getting together that night, and we're going to have a really amazing night. Lola says, Commander, you still work with Grace? Yes. I haven't seen her, but she still has an event going up. I posted on Facebook, and yes, we are still working together. I know she's busy doing things as well. So yeah, and I want to just welcome everybody coming in here. Frank, welcome to the show. And again, if you want to be a guest on the show, I was hoping Francesco would be here. We are doing interviews with people. You have to be over 18, no kids. Oh, there's Kurt Allen. I'll be speaking with Jeremy Corbell at the Expo Center. Kurt, let me see if we could. I'm going to bring you on, Kurt. So I think I can get you on here, Kurt. Let's bring you on here. Kurt, if you can get on here, I just sent you a guest request, which means that you should be able to accept it, and I should be able to get you on here, Kurt Allen, on my program. And we can have you on here tonight if you wish to join us. And anybody who wishes to be a guest, all you need to do is tell me in a sentence what you want to speak about related to the UFO area or ETs, star people. It could be Bigfoot. It could be, crop circles, mer people, fairies, all the areas related. Your contacts, visitations. That's what we do on the show here. So it's about 12:05 in the morning. We're at 42,000. We're getting there. We're doing good. We need everyone to just tap the tap. When you tap like this, you create a heart, and the heart is actually showing that you're liking what I do. So we certainly appreciate it. I'm going to bring the light up here a little bit more. Let's see here. Okay. A little bit better lighting over here. Here we go. So you have to be over 18, no foul language, no smoking, no vaping, no drugs or drinking, any of that stuff. Over 18, no kids on the show. No paranormal subject matter. There's a ton of people doing the paranormal. We're here. Hey, Junior or JR. Good to see you. So welcome to the show. I bought a whole nother gallon of apple cider this morning. I was running out of apple cider for the show, so now I have a full gallon. This looks like somebody from Greece is in here. Zach Allen, welcome to the show. Dawn Marie, thanks for the likes. We're really glad to have everybody here. Hopefully it's not going to be a slow interview night here, because I love interviewing, hearing people's UFO stories, sighting reports, visitations. If you are having any encounters, with star people, we want to hear your story. You have to have over 200 followers, and we'll have you on live. If you have over 1,000, I'll bring you on with audio and video. A lot of people claim Bigfoot in Texas. Yeah, there are Bigfoot probably in Texas, just like there are in Connecticut and other places. We've had claims of Bigfoot even here in this area where I am, believe it or not. Somebody told me a story a couple days ago about a Bigfoot in this area. It was like an older Bigfoot. It was like a grayish, hairy Bigfoot walking along the river. Hey, Sassy Little Mama, welcome to the show. I think Bigfoots are everywhere. I think they can come and go, even in an area like this, in this New England area, which is more populated, but also there's a lot of wooded areas here too. So, but I think there are Bigfoots everywhere. I don't think there's any one specific location. I think they can go anywhere they want. Personally, I think who's to say they can't come here? Well, they only are in mountains, I think they can go anywhere they want. If they wish to appear, they won't appear in the middle of a road in a New England town. Well, maybe they will, but they certainly would go along the rivers, maybe lake areas, reservoirs. They hanging in the woods there. Those are places they would go. Hey, Cheryl, welcome to the show. Johan, welcome to the show. Kentucky Crisis, welcome to the show. Claudia V, thanks for the likes. We appreciate it very much. And we'll see where we go tonight. Paul says, I think I heard a Bigfoot walking toward me in the Hollywood Hills. And that's if you heard it, hey, Eloise, you probably had that experience, Claudia V, thank you for the heart. We appreciate it. William, thanks for joining us. Francisco, thank you for joining us. Sassy Lumama, thanks for joining. 307, thank you for joining us. Terry, thank you for joining us tonight. All the new people, I do acknowledge you. I try to anyway. Thomas Sank. Hey, Thomas, welcome to Encounters. K Bird, thank you for the likes. We appreciate that so much. Green Apple P, welcome. Fate Samantha P. Garcia. Hey, Lisa. Judy McLean, thanks for the likes. And I'm just acknowledging people at the moment. We'd like to just take a little break to do that. So if you've had Bright Force, thank you for the heart. We have 5 of 8 hand hearts. So we have 3 more hand hearts to go. And then I'm going to add some new things to the shelf of TikTok gifts. I have someone who might want to be a guest. I want to know who it is. Terry. I think we'll bring Terry up. Hey, we know Terry's one of our friends here at the show. And we're going to bring Terry up. And everyone, welcome Terry to Encounter. Hey, Terry, good evening. How you doing?
All right, how you doing? Yeah, I'm friends.
Yeah, we are friends. What's happening out that way?
Oh, here in Colorado, not much. I haven't really seen anything. I was just wondering what you think about searching. About searching
For the Bigfoot or searching in general for the UFOs? What specifics?
UFOs.
Yeah, well, for searching for them, I always really, and you might have heard me say this before, if you don't have the C5 app, which is really key, that'll help you in terms of getting a group of people together and actually having positive encounters with the intelligences that are behind the UFOs or the spaceship, so to speak. Do you have the C5 app, Terry? Do you have it downloaded?
I don't. You said it's an app?
Yeah, it's an app. So you want to do, this is really important because so we coordinate and we've done C5 as an Ashtar Command contact group in Connecticut for over 11 plus years. There's an app that you can get on Google if you have an Android phone called C5 app. You download it for like $9.99. It has protocols of contact. It tells you how to do these things correctly. And if you have an iPhone, you can download it. I think it's on iPhone on Apple. The app is available there for Apple users. So your first thing you want to do is get the app, do it tonight or tomorrow or whatever, download it for like $10 or whatever. When you get it, study it, take your time reading it, get people together you think that are not going to freak out or be afraid to come together with you, that you trust, and start experimenting with the app. Learn how to do C5. That's contact with extraterrestrial intelligence. Dr. Seeberger created the app years ago. It's a great app. There's all kinds of different things you would use the app for. And if you study using it properly, the right way, you will eventually, if you find an area like a field or something to go in with your group, get together, use the app, and eventually you'll have visual communications or visual contact with intelligences that are in what I don't call them UFOs, I call them spaceships.
Yeah. Let's go back to what you said about you guys, if you download this app, you want to be around friends that are not skeptical. He said that.
Yeah. People that are going to be like willing to at least that are open-minded, whatever it is, as long as they're
Yes,
open-minded.
exactly. You want to be around those kind of people,
Right.
so to help. There, if you get around a bunch of skeptical people, it's not gonna be very productive in what you're trying to do.
Well, it's not.
So
It won't be
yes, you're right.
productive. You really want to have people that are coming together for the right reasons. You don't want to have somebody
Yes.
that's nervous, or else it's going to break the energy of positivity to have
Yeah.
that interaction.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to go back to that, what you said a few minutes ago.
Oh, that's key.
It is very much key. If you
Yeah.
break that connection, you're not going to get anything. If you have
Nope.
skeptical people, it's not going to work out too well.
The other thing with the app, Terry, which is really good, like what state are you in again? Just to
Colorado.
So there are people in Colorado that are watching this show. I'm sure we get people in Colorado on my show all the time watching it. If you're in Colorado, hook up with Terry. Maybe you're in the area where he is. You just don't know each other. My show is a great way of networking with people in Colorado or whatever state people are in. The other thing is in the app, there's a network section where you go. there are people listed in, if you put your zip code in there are people in that range who are also into C5. And they don't have to know each other. Just put a comment in saying, I'm putting together a group. Are you interested? And you'll get responses on his app with people in your area. But also you can use my show for that too. Even though when you're not on here, just say, this is Terry, I'm in Colorado. Is there anyone else in Colorado that wants to do C5 with us and get together? You'd be amazed with the big following I have all over the world and in different states. There are people in the same states that might not know each other, that you might not even know here, that are in Colorado as well.
Yep, I'm friends with the show, and if you are from Colorado, if you know what the UFO watchtower is, or what Wycliffe does, I'm here. I have been on 3 spaceships. I've been on the show before.
Yeah, you've done the show before.
Yes, and I had my face on to show my face, and knowing that I have been ridiculed and everything in my life.
But Terry knows he's in a safe spot here because now there's a lot of people all over the world, just like you, just like me, that have had experiences.
Yep.
We are the majority, not the minority anymore. So there you go.
Oh, nice.
Yep, it's just a matter of time. So if you're in Colorado, take the opportunity to contact Terry on here. Anybody else in Colorado? Get in touch with Terry. Get together. Form a C5 group. Okay? Beautiful, man. I'm glad you came up.
Okay.
All right. That's Terry. And anything else you would like to add, or any questions you have might be able to I might be able to answer for you?
Oh, no, not really. I'm pretty much friends with fairies, and
Yeah.
And his name is Podcast at the end of it. I'm pretty much a part of the show sometimes.
Yeah. Hey, well, I appreciate it, man. That's Terry in Colorado. If you're in Colorado, hook up with Terry about doing C5 in Colorado. It's good to get a group going there, and he'll be on here. So definitely, I appreciate it, Terry. So
I have MUFON reports in Colorado area.
MUFON, yeah, MUFON's pretty big.
Yeah. So if anybody feels like they're disconnected from reality and have seen something, let me know.
Yeah. All right. Terry's your contact in Colorado, folks. If you're in Colorado, hook up with him. Do the C5 stuff. Get together, folks. All right, Terry. Hey, man. Thanks.
Yep, no problem.
All right. And we're going to let Terry go and see who else is out there. Let's see what we're doing here. Here we go. So you're watching Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show. That was Terry in Colorado. And again, if you are in Colorado, I love networking people together here on the show. It's all about coming together. And yeah, definitely. And if you want to be a guest, you have to have over 200,000, not 200,000, what am I talking about? Over 200 followers, over 1,000 if you want to be on audio and video, 200 to get on audio on the show. If you have any UFO sightings, visitations, we're very interested in hearing your stories. You're on the #1 spiritual UFO talk show on social media. This is where it's happening. And now, speaking of which, I made contact with the promoters of Ancient Aliens this morning. I finally got through to somebody, because being the researcher that I am, I don't give up. So I did some research on the internet, and I finally found out who to contact and talk to the person, actually. And we're going to see if we're going to get up there to Ancient Aliens at the Warner Theater in Connecticut. They're on tour nationally. My hope is to meet the people that are the hosts of that series and talk about what's happening with the contact that's going on, and see what we can do with those folks. So I'm hoping to get to Ancient Aliens to tour in Connecticut in May. And if I get the press passes, we're going to go there. I'm going to try to interview some of those people and talk about what's happening here with us with the Ashtar thing and with the contact things. I think they would be interested. All right. So that's really going to be kind of interesting. I'm really super excited if we get to meet them. I think we're going to try to collaborate with some of those folks from Ancient Aliens and tell them what's happening with us and our Encounters show. I think that would be a great thing to do. I'm very proactive behind the scenes, so I am hoping very much so to get, I'm pretty sure I will get those press passes because of the popular. I told the woman we have the #1 spiritual UFO talk show on social media, and she seemed pretty impressed by what I was saying, and I told her on a radio show. So I have a feeling we might just make it. I'll know this week if what's happening with that. So we might just go up to the Warner Theater. I live in Connecticut, so I know where that is. It's a great old theater, and it's the only place they're touring to in Connecticut is the Warner Theater. So that's going to be kind of awesome. The new kitten asleep one night. I dreamed he's at my head. He said, I'm a fairy. I woke. He's sitting. Oh, interesting, Rebecca. So, Rebecca, let's see here. Are you having connections with fairies, Rebecca? If you are, you can come up on the show. We'd like to do some interviewing with you. I think it's Kahafa New God is the person's name. Oh, you're not having connections with fairies. I was reading your comments, so I thought it was interesting. Hey, guys, follow Eloise so she can come up as guest. Eloise, let's see. Eloise, what's happening with Eloise? I got to go backwards and see. Evidently, she's got a story to tell. Where is Eloise? Eloise needs 19 more. Eloise, let me see. Eloise, let me go backwards. I want to see what Eloise Silver 96. Oh, here it is. I was on a spaceship and you're, oh, okay, wait a minute. Everybody follow Eloise. She's a friend. We need to get her up to 200. Eloise will be our next guest in a few minutes. Eloise has been on a ship. I now see her comment. I would like to get her on live. Right now she has 181. She's so close. Let me take a look here. 184. Come on now. With 186 people, we can't get over 200. Come on, folks. There's no slacking on the show here. Everybody has to follow Eloise. Everybody follow her right now. It's Eloise Silver 96. Eloise Silver 96. I'll say it like a mantra. Eloise Silver 96. Okay, let's see where she is. We're going to check if she gets over 200. She's at 186 still. I can't believe it. She's only at 186. We need to get her over 200. This is what I do on my show when people are so close to becoming a guest and the numbers are so close, we need to get them on here. We're going to do it. We're going to do it, Eloise. She's at 190. She needs 11 more people to put her over the top. 11 more people of 199. Come on, we can do it. No slacking on encounters here, folks. No slacking. She needs 11 more people. 11 more people, tap and follow her right now. I'm going to hypnotize you. 11 people follow Eloise Silver 96. Follow her. You will listen to my voice and you will follow Eloise Silver 96. Let's see where she is now. Did my voice do it? She's at 194. She's close. Very close to 200. I need people to follow Eloise Silver 96. CmdrAleon is focusing my energy on all of you. You'll be focused on my eyes and focused on what I'm doing here. You will follow her in my command. And she is now at, all kidding aside, is she at 200? Ah, wait a minute. Okay, Eloise, you're coming on live. Thank you, everybody. Eloise, 207 followers. Now she can come on live. Eloise, press the accept button. We will have you on live. I just pressed the button to accept you as a guest on the show about your spaceship and your death experience. So I hope you're willing to join us. I think we got her on here, folks. You all made it possible for Eloise. Hey, Eloise, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Good to have you with us. How's it feel being on your first live on the best show on on
I've
the
been
social
on
media?
different lives.
Ah, but now you're on here on the best one. This is Encounters.
Yes, I know. Okay.
So welcome to the show. Whereabouts are you, by the way?
I'm in Fresno, California.
Fresno. Okay. So let's. I always like to get into when I hear these things. What was the year you were on a spaceship?
In
The
1972.
72, and what precipitated that from to start
I was
happening for you?
having my child that day, and I died for 6 minutes, and
Wow.
I was looking at my hands when I got out of my body. I was looking at my hands, and I looked around. I go, wow, there's a bunch of windows everywhere. And I looked out the windows, and it was nothing but stars out there, and it was
Really?
it was round, and the inside looked blue. And I looked down, and I could see my body down there, but you can see like a 3D glass,
Mm-hmm.
and I see my body down there, and I said, what's happening? Why am I up here?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like wondering, but it felt so, I can't explain it, so wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And the doctors were running to me. It was slow motion.
Yeah. So your
So
physical body was in the hospital,
yes,
but you were looking out a window on a spaceship.
down. I was looking down, and it was like clear, like a 3D glass. And I
That's
could see my
interesting.
body down there. And I said, what am I doing up here? I was wondering was I doing up here?
Hmm.
And I was still trying to wonder. And then they had pushed me down, and I woke up, and the doctor was holding my hand, and he goes, welcome back. We lost you for 6 minutes. And I go, I know. And he goes, what happened? So I explained to him, and he was writing it down in a paper and all
Really?
kinds of stuff. And I go, oh, okay. So I explained to him and everything.
Did
And
you tell him? Did you tell him that you were on a spaceship?
yes, I told him.
You did.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, I told him. I told him everything. And I still remember from back then what really happened.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I started having angels coming to me. Um, I was in different dimensions fighting with demons, and then I started fighting with giants, and then we had to go look for the giants. They were good giants, and we killed all the bad giants. It was
Killed
so
all of it.
weird.
So was this in your own? Um, you had a lot of different things here.
Yes.
We'll stay away from the D area, the paranormal stuff. But in
Uh-huh.
terms of the angels, in terms of the ET area and the spaceship, um, when you were after you had that experience, did you ever like say to yourself, "I have to work in Christ consciousness"? Did you
Yes.
know you did?
Yes.
When did that happen to you?
That happened after my husband died.
And what year was that?
That was 2013.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
After he died, I started doing Christ conscious and all that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you mentioned the angelic beings, which are there to help humanity. They're part of the galactic forces. So when did they start working with you or helping you? Did they start working with you?
Yes, sort of. And then I don't know, I think I went into a dark um s- I don't know, it was so weird. I would wake up I couldn't sleep for 6 years.
For 6 years.
Yeah, I had to wake up and wake up and wake up, and I would cry and cry and cry. I went through,
Hmm.
oh God, it
So
was bad.
but at the time you're going through all those emotional states, it sounds to me that you really weren't in a protected state of Christ consciousness. You were actually in battles within yourself and everything else. You were in an
Yes.
energy. You had 6 years where you didn't really have a way of knowing how to put a shield around you when all that stuff was going on. Correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I kind of figured that. I can read your energy. But
Yes.
now, you're what? Now you're protecting yourself in that field of Christ
Yes. Now I
consciousness.
am. Now I
And
am.
how's your life now that you
It's
are in that
wonderful
frequency?
now. It's
Okay.
it's great. I even even the blue people, I don't know, but they're blue. They threw like sparks of energy to me. There were about 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And they just threw sparks of energy at me.
When you say sparks of energy, what do you mean by sparks of energy? Can you
It's
explain that?
like electricity at me. And then
You mean like, so that spark of electricity or energy, was that an activational spark that activated
yes,
things?
something like
Okay.
that. Yes.
So they were trying to activate your cellular structures, what they were doing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what they were doing. Did you feel like your whole body was, when I say electrified, I mean in a different way, like your vibrational pattern shifted when they did that to you?
Yes.
That's right.
Yes, I
They
do.
were activating your cellular structure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I already know that. But go ahead.
Okay.
That's what
I'm going
happens.
through a lot of stuff. I'm still going through a lot of things.
Now, when you say going through a lot of things, are you going through a lot of now good things?
Good
After going,
things.
okay.
Good things. Good
I
things
just
are
want to
happening.
make sure, because if we need help, the commander will send a spaceship over your location and we'll clean
Okay.
house in 2 minutes.
Okay, do that.
You
Because
want me to send a,
I'm feeling something every night and I don't know what it is.
okay. So I'm going to do you a favor. I've done this before. People know what I do is real. And I'm going to do this for you now. I want you to close your eyes. I'm going to center your energy. And if people don't know I can do this, the commander is in Ashtar command mode at the moment. I can switch my mode. So right now, as I'm speaking, my space brothers of the command hear everything I say all the time. They hear every single word I say. And that doesn't matter to me whether someone's a naysayer, a doubter, skeptical. It makes no difference. I came here fully activated off the ship from the Ashtar command, right? So I'm going to do you a favor. Close your eyes. I want you to clear your consciousness and say, I'm a Christed being of light. Say it with meaning. Say it out loud.
Oh, I'm a Christ being of light.
Say it with vigor, with strength. I am a Christed being of light.
I am a Christ being of light.
There you go. I am well protected by the Ashtar Galactic Command.
I am protected by the Galactic Command.
We'll say it again. We'll get the words straight for you. We'll help you out. I am well protected by the Ashtar, Ashtar, Ashtar Galactic Command.
I am protected by the
Not asterisk, Ashtar.
Astar
Galactic
Galactic
Command. There you go.
Command.
You got it. There you go. So here's what we're going to do for you. We're going to send a spaceship about 20,000 feet over your location. And when we send the ship over, it's going to be cloaked. I'm going to send 20 Ashtar Command personnel on ground level, and half of them will be outside your location. The other half you will not see inside your location. They will check the energy levels. They will also be making sure that there's nothing interfering with your consciousness, nothing negative. And I'm not saying there is, but if there is something they're trying to interfere with you, they're going to clean house and they're going to send it back wherever it came from. So the commander right now is sending one ship, a medium-sized spaceship, cloaked 20,000 feet above your location. In one moment, and give it about 2, maybe 5 minutes, I want you to close your eyes and you're going to feel a shift of energy. Let me put my hand up here. I ask my space brothers to protect her, to assist her, and to, we'll keep the ship and the personnel there for at least the rest of the week, for just 1 week. We're going to keep them there on the ground level. You will not see them, but you might feel their energy. Their energy will be a frequency of love, and you'll feel sort of a heat sensation when they're near you, but you will not see them. In another minute or so, tell me what you're feeling.
I feel really warm and stuff.
Yes. Yes, they're there now. It's very quick. There's at least 10 inside your home, 10 Ashtar personnel cloaked outside your location. They're checking the perimeters of your area, and they're checking for any energies that should not be there. They're going to put a protection shield around your home. You're going to feel the amping up of energy when you go to sleep tonight. You might even get to have contact with one of them. One of them might just let you know that. You'll know that tonight, probably sometime overnight.
That's wonderful.
So, how are you feeling now?
I feel great. I feel good.
Yeah, they're here. I sent 20 people off the spaceships. You won't see them, but they are there
Okay.
right now. This is what I do, folks. I'm not your normal talk show host. I'm not your normal UFO talk show host because I'm not from this planet. I come beyond Earth. I'm physically activated. My family kept me somewhat activated when I came in as a baby in human form. So I have abilities to do certain things in connection with the Ashtar Command off planet. Thank goodness they gave me some of those abilities that are still within me in this human spacesuit. So there's 20 space people of the command now at your location. That quickly. I work that quickly, and they will protect you.
Okay. About the angels,
Yes.
I want to know about them.
I can tell you about angels. Angels, from a non-religious understanding, the angelic planets, the angels come from planets too. The
Okay.
angels work with the Ashtar Galactic Command. They're part of the command. And the angels do their mission work. They're angels that do certain things for certain reasons. They help people on personal matters. Some angelic beings are working on the galactic levels. Angels work in many areas. And some angels work to help people to find peace. Other angels work on other planetary things. The angels are just as much an important part of the transformational aspects as those that are not angels. So they are also, it's like a collective grouping of many different star people, and the angels are star people as well. If you throw the religion out of it, they come from many different angelic realms, which is their planetary system.
I used to be religion, but not anymore.
Right. So I'm just saying in general to the audience, because I know what people's perceptions of angels are from 3D world, but from a non 3D world perspective, angels are very beautiful men and women that come from other planetary worlds. The angels have their own planetary worlds that they come from. So no, I'm glad,
Yeah, because an angel flew to me and told me, "Don't you ever forget that you're a angel warrior."
Yeah. So yeah, that's a good thing. You're an angel warrior. There you go.
Yeah.
But it's all a beautiful thing. We Thank you very much for that. I have to send another goal on my TikTok gifts here, but I just the beautiful part of it is that if you feel connected with the angels, they feel connected with you. That's the beautiful thing. There's no one way of going there or getting there or doing it. But if you're connected with the angels, work with those angels that you feel connected with, because they're working on a galactic level as well to assist humanity, to assist you. Angels do many different things. Some are there for personal assistance to help a person's personal growth. Others are there for a whole planetary area. So it can vary from different angelic groups without a question.
Oh, okay.
That's really, really important to understand.
Okay.
And I can feel the energy shift in your voice, that you're feeling the warmth. You know that there's other beings now in your room, correct?
Yes.
Those are all Ashtar Command people from the spaceship.
I could feel it.
Yes, they're going to be stationed. And how many rooms do you have in your house?
I have four
Four.
bedrooms.
There will be one commander or two per bedroom protecting you, and they're going to make sure, and they have the ability to make sure if they sense anything trying to come in that shouldn't be there, it's going to be sent out into where it came from.
Okay.
They're closing any portals that might be not good. They're closing up all portals that are not good, and they're going to make sure that only you are in a very protected frequency of light.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So, as Ashtar Command personnel on Earth, my name CmdrAleon, which is truly my name. I now have you protected by the Ashtar Command, and for the next few days, our ship will be there. We will be watching what happens. We'll put a tensor beam of light around your area, and it will amp up the frequencies. You'll have an invisible bubble, or what you call an invisible dome, around your location.
Okay. Thank you so
Okay?
much.
You're welcome. Many blessings to you.
And to you.
Eloise, thank you for coming on here. I knew there was a reason why you had to be here and share your story, and now you're going to be completely cleared and protected always.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Let me just do this here. You know, sometimes I have to go into command mode and help people. And if people don't believe what I do, just listen to my guests respond when I ask them what's happening after I do it. That's your answer. That's because I don't come from here. You know, I play the human game, but I'm not, so to speak. And if you want to be a guest, please tell me in a sentence what you wish to speak about. We'll have you on as a guest here. I'd love to have interview more people. I can't believe it's almost 1 a.m. I got on here later than usual. You're watching the #1 spiritual UFO talk show, and the reason why it's #1 because not only am I a talk show host and a contactee, but I'm also not from this planet, not from this earth. Yeah, Spirit, you're never too late. You're never too late. Yeah, good to have you with us out there on the West Coast. You know? Eloise, you're a blessing. I appreciate you. We thank you. Our audience thanks you. Thank you so much for sharing what happened. That gave me the opportunity to help you. Shelly Ranch Life, welcome to the show. And let me see here. Okay, I thought there was somebody who wanted to be a guest, but they disappeared. That happens on this show here. And we're having another great show. We've interviewed a few people tonight. You know, so what we do is just so in between all of this, I did set a goal. I have 8 of the baseball caps. I pinned the goal. I have 8 caps. I just put them on the shelf. So I need 8 people unconditionally to take a baseball cap. They're going quickly. They will be. If you like baseball, you need to get a cap. Rod's the first one to go for a cap. So if you want to be part of my cosmic baseball team, get a cap. Get a cap for me. I'll wear it. I promise you I'll put it on my head if you give it to me. And you can do that without a question. So I want to talk about what I do. You just saw me in action just now do something you don't see all the time. Once in a while, I will reveal this to you. I do have spaceships from the Ashtar Command and personnel on specific ships that I can send anywhere on the planet to help somebody, just as Eloise. I've done this last year for maybe a dozen times last year. I think I've done it 2 or 3 times this year. I will send ships over to a location with Ashtar Command personnel off the ship to assist in clearing house if someone's having problems with negative ETs or anything like that. We will make sure that they are not causing any problems anymore. When I start my shows, I put protection, even though I don't need it, I put the protection around my location, and I have Ashtar Command personnel protect this location with a tensor beam. I have a ship about 20,000 feet above my location right now. Always. When I'm on the radio show, I have a spaceship 20,000 feet above the studio. Lexicon, yeah, I always need that. You know, you're right. And luckily, I am well protected. You know, so they can't touch me. I've said it before, I cannot be touched. If they try to interfere with me, they will be kicked out of the universe very, very quickly. You know? That's the really important thing here. Who's they? Nick. Nick, I think it's Nick. So I work with the Ashtar Command, Nick. The Ashtar Command are the star people, the galactic levels of light. So if I work with that level, if you're not familiar with the Ashtar Command, I've been working with them. I'm contacting in the 60s. I'm a talk show host on radio for 21 years on NPR radio, doing the Cosmic Eye Ashtar Command radio show. I used to do a show called Intergalactic TV Network on cable many years ago. And I've been on here. I do workshops where I take people off planet. They come back, they keep a journal, and going on a large ship as big as the Earth. Friends with Barb Lazar. Are you friends? Are you asking me, am I friends with Bob Lazar? Or are you friends with Barb Lazar? I know of him. I do not know him. I mean, I've read his stories. I've seen people interview him. I don't know him. No, me? No. I'm not really too focused. Too many people have interviewed Bob Lazar. He's over interviewed. Yeah, no, I don't have any connection with him. But I appreciate the question, though. Dino, welcome to the show. All the new people here. Bahama, welcome to the show. Lori, welcome to the show. All the new people around the world. Creative, thank you for the share. He actually doesn't want to be interviewed anymore. I've never really focused on him. I know he's on Facebook now, and yeah, he's just over interviewed. I know his story. I'm more interested now in contact. I'm interested in what I do here. You know, Bob is now in Arizona. Okay. Well, I hope he's enjoying his life. You know, I know his story. I've read about his story numerous times over the years. And I'd rather, hey, Sky Photography, welcome. All right. We are not interested in that. We just took one person out because they were going negative. So the commander is proactive in making sure this broadcast is going to be kicked out of any negative people in here. So we do what we do. Good thing I'm the host of the show, because even I moderate what I do. Commander is on top of it, folks. You don't let these negative nannies get in here. This person will never see the light of day. I just took him out. But anyway, yeah, so I've heard of Bob Lazar over the years. And again, I really feel no need to talk to him. That's right, Kit Kat. I am in command. Don't people ever forget the commander's in command of this show. And if we get trolls in here, our moderators, if they miss it, I won't. Hey, Gary. Hi, Commander. Much love, brother. Much love to you. Much love to you. You know, we stand in who we are. Our commandership of light tonight. Yeah, I got that local 721 out of here, man. He was going down the wrong hole there for a minute. Trippy Tippy, good to see you. Good to see you. And we're going to be on here till about 1 a.m. I think, yeah, we're going to go to 1. Tomorrow is actually Tuesday on Earth time. We got through Monday. Tomorrow is Tuesday. You never know where I'm going to go here, but I'm going to state clearly that number one, I love everybody. And one of the things I wanted to say is, I was talking about putting the ships different places around the planet. I can send ships, and I do when I need to help people. So if I say, when I interview somebody, if they tell me a story and I think they need help, and they're going through something right now with potentially negative ETs or something, I will send an Ashtar ship to where they are, and I will send about 10 to 20 personnel off the Ashtar ship to help them. And they do. It always happens. It always happens. You know, I'm activated in that way. I can do that. You know, some people are psychic, some people aren't. Me, I got some psychic abilities on a galactic level, but what I'm really here to do is to assist the planet and assist everybody in certain cases where I need to, where I can. And that's what I do. You know, just to let people know, April the 13th in Connecticut, in the US, we're going to be doing a major live broadcast on around 8 o'clock in the evening at an apple orchard. You might have heard stuff. I have it The video promotion is being only sent to my friends, and it'll tell you more about it if you're in the New England area. You come in love and light. You come in total harmony and peace. Thank you, Venus, for the cap. You can join us, but you have to be of that energy of love, Christ frequency, because what we're going to be doing is going to be amazing. What we're going to be doing is our C5, our first one for the new year. And we're going to be at an apple orchard where we have a space that we use to make contact visually and record the spaceships. And we're going to do that on that night on the 13th. Our friend with fairies, April, is coming down with her daughter. She's been on our show a number of times in Vermont. She has been on the spaceship of the command for about 9 times already, documented every single thing she's seen with documented photos and everything. I'm going to show you one of the pictures for new people here. Let me show you one of the spaceships. Let me just do this here. And here's a ship. I want you to focus on it. You're going to see it now. And if you focus on it, let's see if I can get all this stuff out of here. If you focus on it, you'll see very clearly, as I'm narrating this was from maybe less than 2 to 3 weeks ago in northern Vermont. This is one of the spaceships, and you can see the figures of human people looking at this. The ship stopped in mid-sky, and April was able to take a picture of it. And it's an Ashtar Command spaceship. Okay, this is an Ashtar Command spaceship. Again, the reason why the imaging is a little bit grainy is because the vibrational pattern of the ships are so strong that they affect the camera. It's not so much it's not a good camera. It's just the vibrational patterns of the ship do affect the camera. So you're seeing, if you look, you can see people inside the ship looking out and waving towards April, who got the picture. The ship was actually hovering for a moment or two so she can take the photo. Okay? And if you look, you can see an image of one of the humans standing there looking out. I figured some of you are new here, so you need to see things that we're involved with. And this is an Ashtar Command spaceship in northern Vermont, above the ground level where it's dark. That's the tree level and the ground that's above the ground level. It hovered for a few minutes, and April was able to take a picture of it. She'll be joining us in our C5 gathering of the Ashtar Command contact group coming up in April on the 13th. Our whole group has been activated for this, and we are planning to have something very special that night happen. Okay? So I figured before we end the show tonight, for new people, if you have any questions, please ask. This is the real deal. This is really happening. Our space brothers and sisters are with us. And Johnny is, I think, doing all right. I think he's doing all right. I haven't heard from him in a few days, but I think he's okay. Hopefully. So this is, again, one of the spaceships. Get a good look at it. And there'll be more spaceships to share as April is able to document them up in Vermont. The Ashtar Command has gone bolder to show her some of the ships, and more of them will be forthcoming. We're going to go back to, we're at 97.5. We're almost at 200,000, almost at 100,000 likes there. Let me go back here. This ship here, I'm going to show you this before we end the show tonight. This is on the upper end, on the slant, kind of a slant, is a big ship. This is a big ship here, a big Ashtar Command ship. Below it is smaller craft. Below it, where it's dark, is the ground level and tree level. As you go above the ground level and tree level where it's dark, there are little ships, and then there's the big mothership which is the one in the one you're looking at. Look at straight up on an angle. Straight up on an angle. That's the mothership. That was taken in northern Vermont in the mountains, and that was just recently. That's the mothership. And then you can see the littler lights below it. Those are scout craft that are below the mothership, and the big one is the top one. Okay. And we reached 100,000. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate everybody supporting us. We reached 100,000 so far. We thank everybody for that. All right, we're going to go back. Oh, yeah. Oh, of course. And this is all from April's documentation. Once she gets the photos, she sends me the photos of the ships, and I'm able to show them on here and let you see them. I don't expect that everyone who comes to my show has seen the spaceships, but these are the ships of the Ashtar Command. Cloudy Cotton, do I go to the NPR website to find them, to find him, or to find the pictures? Cloudy, are you meaning the photos you're seeing here? I have the photos. I don't know if I have all the photos saved on my Ashtar page, but I'm going to put them on there. Okay. I'll be adding these to the Ashtar Command Spaceship news page, so I will add them. Yeah, I'm on NPR radio. I'm on every Sunday morning, Cloudy, 11:30 to 1 on NPR Pacifica Radio, WESUFM.org. My show's called Cosmic Eye Radio, or Ashtar Command Radio. Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. All right, folks. We've had another great show tonight. I want to thank everyone, all the new people, for following us. And I know April's in there somewhere. So this is, like I said, this is the big mothership of the Ashtar Command. The littler ships are the littler lights below it. Those are called scout ships. And then the ground level, you'll see the ground level, and that's why it's darker, because they're now at the ground level. Above that is in the sky is the big ship. Okay? And lilac is very well said. Mass contact means we will be helped more by them to be in harmony with the planet, and also we're going to be in harmony with our other planetary friends within the universe. My daughter is born on the May 4th. I saw UFO clips today on Blaze TV. It's mind-blowing. Red Indian. Hey, what, Red Indian? Good to meet you. So we're just going to spend a little bit of time as we wind down to show the ship. What a great way to end the show. We want to really get people normalized to understand that this is an Ashtar Command spaceship with many, many Ashtar Command people on board this mothership in Vermont. And there's also littler ships that are actually below the big ship. Okay? There you go. All right. It's almost 1 o'clock. I think it's time to end this broadcast. We've been on since 11:30 till 1, so we've been on for quite a while. For all our relatives, you're welcome. I want to thank everybody for being here, all the new people. Welcome. I hope you get addicted to the show. It'll be a good addiction if you get addicted to watching us. USO, unidentified sea objects which moved at the speed of sound underwater. Yes, we're very familiar with that. Shelley Ranch, thank you. You know, I haven't, I think, completed my goal. I need 6 more hats to be taken tonight before I go off here. I need 6 people out of 187 with TikTok coins to get some of those baseball hats. If you support what we're doing and you want to become a subscriber, that'll help our C5 project. We have 3,500 subscribers right now. Golden Bear, thank you. Thank you for the cap. Juliet, thank you for the cap. Let's see if we're going to get to our goal before I go. We're at 50% of our goal. Shelly, thank you for the heart. Thank you, Shelly. We need 4 more hats taken to complete our goal tonight. We always have the goal. Always have a goal. Everyone should have a goal, whether it's your mission work goal or whatever it is here on the planet. We all have a goal. So we have 4 more hats to go. They're baseball hats. Juliet, thank you for being unconditional. Everyone who's doing this, do it unconditionally because you love what you see here. You love what we're doing here. You love the content of what we're doing here. You love the show itself. And it's just a beautiful audience here. All of you are. You know, I can't ask for a better group of people. We're that close. We need 3 more hats taken. So I have 3 hats still on the shelf. And if you take a hat, I'll wear it. Those are those baseball hats. They have a J on them, and they have a blue cap front to it. So I think I can get 3 more people to take them. Are there 3 unconditional loving people that will say, you know what, Commander, I'm going to give you a hat? And I thank those that already did. But for those that have not done it yet, think about it. I have 3 more hats available. Juliet just gave a hat just a minute ago. Do I have 3 more people on Earth with TikTok lines who are saying, you know what, Commander, I'll give you a hat? There are the last minute holdouts that are like just waiting. They're just waiting to do it. They're saying, I do have those coins, Commander. Let me think about it for a minute. Oh yeah, I'll give you a hat. Because you are the commander of one of the best shows on here. Mr. E Enigma. Hey, Juliet, thank you. I got a mustache and I got another hat. There you go. We're almost there. Yaya Spirit. Thank you, Yaya. You're a beautiful soul, Yaya. Thank you so much. You know, I need 1 more hat to make it 8. Then I just might stay on here for a few more minutes and switch over to the actual Harrison Ford hat with the mustache. But I have 1 more hat left. Creative. Creative. Thank you. All right. You folks, you didn't drive too much of a hard bargain, but Yaya Spirit, thank you. You know, see, you're all beautiful people. You all love this show. We love you too. You know that. We're a very interactive studio here of people all over the world. So thank you. It's time to bid adieu until tomorrow night. It's time to call it an evening. Had some great people on here tonight. And you've been watching, of course, Encounters. Encounters is the late night spiritual UFO talk show. Normally on at 11 o'clock at night. We started a little bit late, about 33 minutes later than normal. So don't forget to watch us tomorrow night here. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. That's an interesting picture that was taken in Connecticut. And I can't remember who did it, but it was in Connecticut. And they sent me the picture, and it's somebody I know. And I thought that was pretty cool. That was in Connecticut a few months ago. Thank you, Yaya Spirit. It was the most amazing photo I've ever seen. Oh, thank you, Yaya Spirit. Hey, Billy Adams, good to see you, brother. I guess I was meant to show that photo. I wasn't trying to, but let me go back here. Here we are. Now we're back where we want to be. So it's now about 1:03 in the morning. We're going to be on tomorrow night at 11 o'clock. This show is going to be on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel, if you want to watch all our past shows, is Ashtar Command Spaceship News on YouTube. Again, I'll repeat, Ashtar Command Spaceship News. And you can watch all the past shows from previous nights on my YouTube channel. Again, everybody, have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow night. Hey, Juliet, thank you for the roses. We appreciate it. We appreciate all of you. I'll thank you again for more roses. I appreciate that so much. And I think once all the gifting is done, we'll call it an evening here. Jackie, thank you for the roses. Thank you so much. Lisa, thank you so much. I'm going to have to stay on here until the gifting is over, so I'll just sit here and take a deep breath and thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, Lisa, Juliet. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Rod. Everybody out there. Thank you, Juliet. Wow. Thank you, Juliet. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you so much. Chris, thank you for the roses. Thank you. I really thank you all, really, truly from my heart. Thank you. You don't know how much it means to have your solid support for what we're doing here. Thank you. Flash Mel, welcome. Blessings to all of you. Everybody out there, really blessings to all of you. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Juliet. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I really don't know what to say except just I just love you all, you know. I really do. Oh, Juliet, gosh almighty, thank you. I'm really at a loss for words. Thank you so much. Sally, thank you for the finger heart. Thank you so much. Really. Oh my gosh, look at that. Thank you. I might be on here all night sitting here watching this. I don't know if I can do an all-nighter. We all truly thank you. That's so true. Yeah, Spirit. That is so true. No, forget that name. Forget that name. That was a diversion from the real thing. Flash, our contact with the Ashtar Command is going on. So that name, forget that name. Throw it out of your consciousness. But I'll tell you more about the Ashtar Command contact. That name was a diversion. They almost diverted us from who we were supposed to be contacting. Forget that name. All right, just forget the G name. But I'll tell you, I'll fill you in, Flash. I will fill you in. I guarantee it. Just message me and I'll tell you. Alrighty. I think I can actually go off and maybe go to sleep. Unless people are going to gift me more gift, I'll sit here. But I don't want to just go off while the gifting's happening. April, have a good night. I'm pretty sure April is going to go back on the ship between now and the weekend. I think she's going to be back on the ship. I told her she's going on the ship. I don't know what day it is. Excuse me. Everybody have a good night. Sleep well. Meditate. Go off planet. Make sure you go on an Ashtar Command spaceship. If you're going to go on a ship, make sure it's an Ashtar Command ship, everybody. Take care. We'll see you later. Good night, Rod. Everybody, have a good night. Hey, for all relatives. Good night, everybody.